Okay, today we're going to talk about observations. Can anybody tell me what an observation is?
Something that you see happening.
Yeah.
Something that you watch.
So observations are characteristics that you can use to describe an object or like an experiment or something that's happening. So we're gonna look around and see if we can make any observations. Can somebody tell me what color the sky is?
It's pretty blue with some flat lines. Yeah, some clouds.
Some
Gray over there.
And can somebody tell me what that building is made of?
Bricks.
Yeah. Claire, can you measure this twig?
Sure. Thanks. In inches or centimeters?
In inches.
It's 2.9 inches.
Awesome. So that's also an observation. Can you tell me how many acorn pieces I have in my hand?
3.
Awesome. So, the last two observations were called quantitative observations because they are numerical observations. So they have numbers in them. So Claire measured the length of that twig, and that was a numerical observation. And the number of acorn pieces I was holding in my hand were also numerical. But there's another type of observation called qualitative observations. And qualitative observations are like the color of the sky, or the material that something's made of, or the color of the grass, or those are some qualitative observations. So if I were to tell you that that tree is 40 feet tall, what is that, a qualitative or a quantitative observation?
Quantitative.
Awesome. And what about that the bark on the tree is brown?
Qualitative.
Awesome. Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are qualitative observations, they can be pretty subjective. So, like, how do we know that we agree?
That's a great question. Yeah, they are.
Or like
they
those
can
are
be
things that we can
subjective.
disagree on, right?
I
It's
think
like I
that.
can say, oh, I think the tree's kind of gray.
Yeah, that can actually be, that can come up in a lot of studies that are more observational studies where there isn't necessarily a quantitative result, like seeing how, like maybe in psychological studies, seeing how people react to certain situations. People often say that those studies are not as quantitative as others, and like often in the scientific community, people will value numerical values more than qualitative values, and that's something that's really hard to see which one is more worthwhile. And qualitative observations have so much value in that if you hear a sound, maybe you can't exactly describe it exactly the way that it is, but that's an important observation if you're like watching two chemicals mixing together, and that could be more important than like the percentage of different like compounds in the mixture. So it is hard to tell, and I think that that's a really controversial subject, but yeah, I don't know if I have an answer of which one is like more valuable, but do you all understand why observations can be important? Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8. Quantitative is so great. Hot, cold, red, blue. Qualitative depends on you. 2, 4, 6.